YouTube. We just got his hair done. You know what I'm saying? Looking fresh. Look like a spider for real. But whatever. Anyway. I think I want some smoke. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna get on this gameplay. Finna play some Madden right quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling a little froggy. So I'm gonna leave. I don't think nobody wants it for real, but let's go.
I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again.
You ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out, evaluated. That's how I end up on the top, man, I'm calculated. My mind's a weapon, my body is the engine. I'm never second guessing, I just do what I was destined. Cause I feel I got the blessing, persistence and obsession. That's how you keep progressing, I already learned that lesson, yeah.
I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You can't stop what's moving. You can't stop what's moving. I'm changing my life, and I won't look back ever again.
No.
Coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay.
Lambeau Field in Green Bay.
To be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Green Bay Packers. On to get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell. And off we go from Lambeau. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
No.
They'll
where's
start
he
the
going?
drive with
Yeah,
a carry by Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Yep.
Now first down throw complete downfield. Touchdown, Packers. Alan Lazard, 63 yards. And the Packers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 19-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
First carry for Najee Harris. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
A very solid gain of 27.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw completes a Freiermuth. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Back to throw, Pickett.
Let me.
No, it ain't. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On second down, this is Harris. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do?
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
2-yard line. I got to get out of here.
They run once more with Dillon.
Really?
And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Right there.
He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options. But when they read their keys and play correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. He rifles one, it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this 1st half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the confidence that they needed to get them back into this game.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Looking to throw, Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the 1st half here, a long way to go. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
So we're going to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Pickett now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Second and 10, it's Pickett again. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Pickett's throw here taken in by Boykin. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Pickett right back to the air again. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra...
Touchdown! Kenny Pickett finding Pat Freiermuth. And the Steelers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for two. Pickett will try to throw for this. He's got it at the 2. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead.
I think I can do that. I can do it.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
Oh, what a flag is.
Incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Hey, he should have scored.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Got my chance. I blew it.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points in that
catch the ball,
because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it,
But I think they told him, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive in the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers, escaping the pressure right. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and it looks like stealing football. It is.
You can't admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Let me.
And his
catch
throw
the ball.
here is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now Pickett on 4th down. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Pickett to throw on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Pickett. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Off play action, Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
From the gun on third down, Pickett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Pickett. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now Pickett. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
They'll try to run with Harris. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Najee Harris taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. They're going to run it with Harris. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nixon now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he works free. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. Aaron Jones, not one of the bigger backs in the league, 5'9", 208, but he's definitely what you'd call a downhill runner. And he's able to shed the tacklers there for good yardage. They'll go again to Jones. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 55 rushing yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll try the right side with Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Crosby connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. Here in the 4th quarter, defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Harris running straight ahead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On the give, this is Harris. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball fully, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Pickett to throw. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Pickett.
Let me
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Go.
Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. There he goes, left side. Past the 20.
Yeah.
And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's Pickett.
Gonna pick it. Give me.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. On the move to his left. He's got Johnson, and he's going to get some of that yardage back. Still doesn't have a first down, but he does get out of bounds to stop the clock. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Pickett to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because as Pearson, they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Now Pickett. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw here. Pickett.
At me.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. One final shot for Pickett. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. What a thrilling 4th quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding.